Hi, my name's Caleb Keith, and I want to share a project that I'm really excited about. I've been writing and performing music for nearly 20 years. Some of you know that I've put out a couple of albums with previous bands that I played in. And while I'm proud of those records and what they stood for at that time, they reflect a much younger songwriter and one who was really influenced by the songs that he was hearing in the college scene around him at the time. I've matured a ton as a songwriter since then. I took a couple years hiatus from writing, but over the past 4 years, I've been putting together a collection of songs that I really believe in and that I think have some staying power. Some of these tunes were recorded during an acoustic house performance I did while I was still living in Virginia. And while that collection of songs captures them as they existed in the time, some of them only a couple days after being written, I always believed those songs deserved a better treatment than what they had. It was a large room, there's a little bit of echo, the balance isn't quite right. I've had a number of people ask me if I'm going to give those songs a better treatment and do something a little bit more professional for a recording. And now's that time. Over the past year or so, I've put together a band that has really allowed the songs to sound like they did when I heard them in my head as I was writing them. The Calaveras are Mark Callahan on lead guitar playing Telecaster and baritone. Jay Miller plays pedal steel, and the rhythm section is made up of Chris Romano on drums and Chris Reiser on bass and background vocals. We've worked up some great arrangements of these tunes that really give them life and let them breathe. Like I said, I really believe in these songs and the arrangements and the performances that we've come up with. We want to do this record the right way. Those who are bought or have heard my previous records know that they've largely been a DIY sort of affair. They've been self-recorded, self-mixed, engineered, and produced. This time around, we want to do something different. I think these songs really deserve something more. By recording the album the way we're doing it, it's going to sound professional and polished. We've already invested in the initial recording, but we need some help to see this thing through to the end. We're going to pool every cent we can to make sure that we deliver the best product possible. We're managing to do it on a shoestring budget, but we could use your help to finish it up. As you know, recording and putting out a record is not a cheap process. We need to pay for the mixing, the mastering, the album artwork, the record pressing, and the many other costs associated with putting out a record. To that end, we're asking for your help. $2,500 will help us meet that goal. Any money we raise above that we will use for promotion of the record. We're hoping to have some fun along the way, too. We're going to be posting pictures and videos from the recording process. I'll be sharing stories about the songs, some of their background, and maybe some of the meaning. We've got a bunch of fun perks to go along the way, too, for those who help fund this. Anything from recordings of the original songwriting demos right after they were written, to homemade cookies. We've got some custom-written songs that we'll do for folks. I'll play some house concerts. I may even take suggestions along the way. Like I said, these songs are great, and I really believe in them, and I want as many people to hear them as possible. I want to put out a record that I can be proud of and continue to be proud of. I hope you'll help me along the way. I really want to see this thing through. You can help that by donating for this project, or even through just sharing this on social media. Regardless of what you do, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for listening to the songs, for buying my previous albums, for coming out to shows, or even for just asking or being invested in the process along the way. I couldn't continue to do all of this original independent music without your help. I hope you get excited to hear these songs, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks. Something about those North Georgia